Welcome back to Parenting Pulse, where science meets parenting, diving into the messy, hilarious, and sometimes downright frustrating moments of raising kids. In the next few episodes, we'll be diving into the work of Dr. Tovah Klein and embarking on a world tour of emotional regulation, exploring how resilience is built across cultures, families, and everyday moments.
Yeah. This journey is about more than parenting. It's about connection, growth, and finding your own way. Today, we're unpacking Dr. Klein's book, Raising Resilience. It's one of those books that makes you think, wow, I wish someone had told me this sooner. It is a book that's full of practical advice for helping kids handle life's curveballs.
You've got a 6-year-old, right? Ever deal with those epic meltdowns over something like a lost toy?
Oh, all the time. Just yesterday, my son lost it over a missing action figure. What's happening in their brains during those moments?
Perfect example. Today we're talking about why those moments happen and how you can guide your child back to calm.
Dr. Tovah P. Klein explains in Raising Resilience that during a child's meltdown, intense emotions overwhelm their developing brain, making self-regulation difficult. She emphasizes that the prefrontal cortex, which manages problem-solving and self-control, is still maturing at age 6. It's like it hijacks the system, overpowering the developing prefrontal cortex. That's why kids can't just snap out of it. So parents must provide a calm presence to help children reset.
So, it's biology, not drama?
Exactly. Think of it like a fire alarm going off. Your child is flooded with stress hormones, their heart rate spikes, their thinking brain goes offline. That's why reasoning rarely works in the heat of the moment. Their brain literally can't process it yet.
That explains why telling him to calm down just makes it worse.
Right. Dr. Klein emphasizes this isn't misbehavior, it's overwhelm. When your child screams about a toy, their brain is stuck in survival mode.
Here's where you come in.
She's big on co-regulation. In her book, she says, quote, "There will be times when you get pulled into your child's or teen's emotional spiral. It's not a place you want to be. On the other hand, if you make an effort to restore your equilibrium, you can help them find their calm." Knowing you'll be there for them, as focused and calm as possible, a child doesn't have to absorb the enormity of a highly charged or frightening situation alone. A parent's calm presence can quiet the amygdala's alarm. Slow breaths and a soothing voice help children reset, end quote. It's like being their emotional anchor.
So, practically, what do I do for my son's action figure meltdown?
Start with yourself. Breathe slowly, drop your shoulders, soften your voice. Dr. Klein even recommends using mantras in the moment, like "I am the adult, and I can handle this." Those quick reminders keep you grounded.
I tried that yesterday. Once I stopped yelling, he eventually curled into me and breathed slower.
Right on, this helps him regulate. Instead of saying, "calm down," try saying something like, "I'm here with you. Let's take a breath together." It signals safety without making him feel judged. Once he's settled, then you can solve the problem together.
Perfect. That's co-regulation. You're his emotional anchor. And you can problem solve later. Klein gives examples like offering comfort first, then later saying, "Let's find a safe place for your action figures so they don't get lost again." That teaches resilience and problem solving, but only after the storm has passed.
It's empowering to know I can actually help him reset instead of just getting frustrated.
Great point. Each meltdown is practice for lifelong emotional skills. Dr. Klein calls this the emotion coach role. Parents guiding kids through big feelings so they eventually guide themselves. Spot on. It's like we think we have to toughen our kids up, but Klein flips that. She says resilience grows when kids experience challenges and learn to adjust.
So next time, instead of punishing him for yelling, help him calm down first, and then talk about what happened.
That's the goal. The more you co-regulate now, the more he'll internalize those skills as his brain matures. You're literally wiring his future emotional resilience.
That feels like a win.
Another point Klein makes is to be the anchor when life feels shaky. She says kids need to know that even in their worst moments, you are there for them no matter what.
I love that. Like when your child brings home a failed math test. Their instinct might be to hide it because they're scared of your reaction. Instead of yelling, Klein says you sit down with them. I can see you're disappointed. Let's figure out how we can practice together this weekend. It keeps trust intact and turns the failure into a learning opportunity.
Or when a toddler has a full meltdown in the grocery store. Instead of shaming them or dragging them out angrily, you get down on their level, stay calm, and say, "You really wanted the cereal, that's hard." Just being that calm presence teaches them how to self-regulate.
So whether it's a rained-out game, a bad test, a lonely recess, or a chaotic morning, these moments can build resilience if we approach them with calm, connection, and a little creativity.
Right. Klein keeps reminding us, kids don't need perfect parents. They just need parents who stick with them through the bumps. And that's how resilience grows. So if you're listening and thinking, "I messed up this morning," don't worry, repair is part of the process. Say sorry, reconnect, and try again tomorrow.
Right. Parenting is a long game. And every hard moment is a chance to help kids get better
Couldn't
at
have
bouncing
said it
back.
better. Before we wrap up, there's one more thing worth mentioning. Sometimes the best move isn't stepping in right away. Letting kids work through frustration or using a positive distraction can build real resilience.
Yes. Some experts suggest that letting kids struggle a little builds resilience.
The tricky part is knowing when to give space and when to step in.
Yeah, it's a tough balance. We'll dive into that in this series and see how Dr. Klein and other experts approach those moments as opportunities for growth.
Fantastic. This is going to be a good one. So we'll cover when to ride out the storm and when to redirect with something positive, like humor, a game, or a change of scenery. Sometimes doing less, really, is doing more. This is one of those brain post-it note moments. I have to keep sticking it back up.
Right on. I need a daily reminder that simply shifting the energy, especially for younger kids, is the best way to help.
And this is a wrap for our Parenting Pulse Check. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Next week, we're diving into tantrum triggers and how to prevent meltdowns before they start. Till then, happy parenting!